In this video I'm going to show you how to repair a Breezair drain valve. The most common fault is that the bucket here inside will go down, go back up, open close, the cooler won't fill with water, and it's usually due to the motor or the micro switches or limit switches inside here failing. So I'm going to show you how to repair that. You will get a kit which will consist of a new motor, a new bucket washer for the drain valve which goes here, 2 micro switches or limit switches, and an O-ring if you wish to replace the O-ring at the bottom here, but I don't suggest it. So to open the valve, if it's in the cooler, I suggest you leave it in the cooler. You don't need to remove this from the cooler. Just pinch here while the thing's in the cooler, and you'll be able to free it like that, and this can stay in the cooler plumbed up and everything. You can do the bucket washer first. Just take it off, it just pulls off. Get rid of that. Put the new one on. Give it a clean here if there's any debris in these gaps. Put the new one on. Pretty simple, just like that. Okay, this comes off in 2 pieces, so it should be easier than that. Okay, now you're going to need some tools. You're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, some pointy nose pliers. They'll help you remove these easily, and you'll need a flathead screwdriver of a decent size so that you can do some prying, and you might want a brush as well, just to clean things as you go. So we're going to remove the guts of this valve. The way to do that is to unclip the wire here, which we'll do like that, and then we need to remove this assembly in the middle. And the best way I've found to do that personally is to go in from this side here, next to the motor, and while you put some pressure on it to pull it that way, and then lever here, and as you'll see on each side, and as you'll see in a second, there's some clips. Oh, it's not supposed to come apart like that. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. Next, pull these up for these connections for the motor. Take them off and undo the screws. Okay, the motor will just lift out like that. That's the old motor. Discard that. Now, there's a cam gear just here. We'll deal with that in a second. First, we'll do the micro switches. We'll replace them. Pay attention to where the wires were originally, make sure you put them back exactly where they came from. Okay, so get rid of that micro switch, it's an old one. These are our new ones. So again, put it around the right way, put the wires back where they came from. So that one was that one was on the edge. That one in the middle. And you can chuck that back on there. These can be a bit fiddly. This one was easy. We'll do the next one. Get these wires out of the way. Take that off. old one, put the new one in. That. Chuck the wires back on. Okay, now you put this back in. It goes that way around. This is where the motor goes. The shaft of the motor goes in. So that's going in there somewhere. And then we'll grab the new motor. So what you may need to do is rotate this cam gear here so that the flat part of the fan motor of the drain valve motor lines up with the flat part in there. In this case, they're both in about the right spot, so it should just go in fairly easily. Okay, screw this back in. Do it up snug, but not too tight. You don't want to strip the plastic when you put the screws back in. Okay, put these wires. These wires, technically it won't matter which way around they go, but there's two wires here, and it's just one on each terminal here. It's an AC motor, so polarity doesn't matter. Okay, so make sure that this moves freely. If it doesn't, you can clean it up and stuff, and you can feel free to clean out the rest of the valve. Okay, so we're going to put the body of this assembly back in the body of the valve. So this part here goes under this plastic clip, and then you've got these clips on the side over here that retain this assembly in the right spot. So get it started like that. Okay, and then all you need to do is that, and that's it. Okay. Now I'll put this back together. So another thing to do is make sure the blue wire here is in this gap here, and the brown is in that gap there. Otherwise, when you put the lid back on, it's going to jam. And make sure these wires won't jam as well. Anyway, okay. So there's a rounded spot here, and that lines up with this rounded spot on here. Okay, so put this back in first. It is very tight, and here as well. Okay, and we'll chuck the lid back on, making sure we don't pinch any wires. Okay. All right, now I need to fix this. This assembly looks very delicate, but it's actually a bit tougher than you might think. Good. Sorry about the camera. And then we'll pop this back on. It's pretty simple. There's a cutout here. That cutout, yeah, it goes here. So let's pop that back on. Okay. That's it, all done.